Hello and welcome back to Plant Layout in Pursuit of Operational Excellence, an InvestNI video tutorial. Let's look at product layout in more detail. Product layouts follow a line through the factory. The products flow along this line, usually on some type of conveyance, from one processing stage to the next. A good example is paper making. All paper is made in a similar way. Wood chips are combined with chemicals and water. The resulting mixture is cooked to form pulp. The pulp undergoes a cleaning process to refine the fibres and lock them together. It's then mixed with more chemicals and spread across a wire mesh and pressed to remove most of the moisture. The resulting paper sheet then passes through a series of heated cast iron cylinders to dry. The sheet is then collected on a reel for further processing. It makes sense to locate these processes in the order they're performed and to let the materials flow through them in a predictable manner. Each of these steps is known as a processing stage. When you're planning a product layout for your operations, you'll need to know how many processing stages are required. Let's look at how to work that out. To do so, we'll need to explore a few terms that designers use when discussing layout. We'll use the example of a door factory to illustrate each. The first is total work content. This is the amount of time it would take for a single worker to complete one unit of your product if they were to work on it from beginning to end using one processing stage after another. If they were making paper, it would be the time it took them to single-handedly pulp, clean, press, dry, and reel a roll of paper. If they were making doors, it would be the time it took them to cut, plane, sand, and install handles on a door on their own. You can calculate total work content in a factory by adding together the time a product must spend at each processing stage. Let's say our door factory has a total work content of 60 minutes. The next term we need to understand is cycle time. This is the amount of time between beginning the production on one unit and beginning production on the next one. It's not a measure of how long it takes to make a product, it's more like the heartbeat of the factory, the pace at which it's producing. If customers are crying out for more products, the cycle time must be shorter to meet demand. The cycle time is relatively easy to calculate. It's the available time divided by the number of products required in that time. Say a door company's customers purchase 160 doors per week, and the available time to make the doors is 40 hours per week. The cycle time is 40 hours divided by 160 doors. The result, 15 minutes. The factory must be capable of starting production on a new door every 15 minutes. The last term we'll need is task time. This is the length of time that a product spends at each processing stage in the line. This may vary from stage to stage, but for optimal performance, it's best if the task time across all stages is the same. We'll return to task time in a moment. In the meantime, let's calculate how many process stages our door factory would have. We've established that the total work content to manufacture a single door is 60 minutes, and that the cycle time required to meet demand is 15 minutes. To maintain this cycle time, we need to ensure that the first processing stage takes no longer than 15 minutes before passing it on to other stages. How many stages are needed to maintain this cycle time? We can find out by dividing the total work content by the required cycle time. In this case, that's 60 minutes divided by 15 minutes. The door factory requires 4 processing stages. That concludes this chapter. Join us in the next as we identify and solve some of the challenges that product layout can cause. See you shortly.